GM, how are we doing, folks? Boom. Colin, how are you doing, brother? Mr. Champ, how are you doing, brother? Guys, just a word of caution, right? We don't have Kais on for another 50 minutes, right? So I'm just doing it to, I want to make sure that we get our reps in when it comes down to staying in fucking touch with the market. How about that, right? So yeah, Kais will be joining us in, let's see, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Kais entered the portal in 50 minutes. It's quite early there as well. I think like he's literally waking up at 5 o'clock for this one. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Probably one of my favorite names we had so far, right? So let's get this shit sorted. Faith, GM, how are you doing? Colin, as always, I hope you survived like the burn of your, or like the roast of your wallet. So let's have a look. Also, guys, just so you know, Okay Bears is about to present something. I heard some rumors. Whoops. I definitely messed that up. There you go. Okay Bears, they're about to present something quite interesting. I don't want to spill the beans. That's not my role. But just so you know, that's for Kai to present. what's gonna happen right now is that I'm gonna have like let's say like I'll do this for 40 minutes, get some people in, get some people excited. Word of caution, by the way, I totally fucked up with so I definitely messed up with the Twitter posts to where I literally deleted my initial Twitter post. So if you entered the giveaway action, or like the giveaway, like the giveaway, fuck it, make sure to do that again, because I'm fucking retarded and I literally deleted the first post. So to join the giveaway, you either can win a GM Brains, GM Nakamoto. Make sure to tag 3 of your friends right here on the link I just like sent to you. And I think that's kind of it for now. Re-enter. True. Do it like this. Boom. There we go. So again, folks, word of caution. I want to get like the people riled up. I want to give you guys a home if you're addicted to Solana NFTs, right? So as we're in the content creation business, and I'm your content creation dealer. Kais will join us in 50, 45 minutes, something like that. Googie Gusta boy, how are you doing, brother? And until then, how about we retard max within the space? Let's have a look. I think like NFTs are shaping up quite nicely. Oh, looking pretty good. One thing I kind of want to talk with Kais about, though, for sure, is some of his favorite traits within NFTs. And not only NFTs in general. Obviously, OK Bears. Orbis is up. There we go. Reavers, how are you doing, brother? Meow, meow, indeed. Allegedly, the harder you meow, the better you feel. Colin saying, I cannot wait to learn about OK Bears. I know nothing about the project, and it'll be fun. I mean, I hope it'll be fun. Otherwise, like, we will be sending Kai from OK Bears an invoice. Boom. Colin actually survived the onslaught from yesterday. We ravaged through his portfolio without any remorse. Hearts were broken, and it's part of the game. It's true. It's true. As does anyone actually like is there anything of significance which happened today within NFTs? I kind of feel that there's some movements, like a little bit, right? DGOT still at the same level. I mean, like all of the blue chips are pretty much consolidating a little bit. I mean, we can only dream this shit flies up sometime, right? So, guys, NFT's comeback season. Yeah. Do not mind me repeating myself. I fucked up with the original post from the OK Bears giveaway for the NFT and the t-shirt, right? The giveaway will be done during the OK Bears stream, which should start in roughly, oh, you can see it right at the bottom of the screen, 43 minutes from now, right? So in order for you to qualify, because we'll just be handpicking them, we'll be handpicking the winners for both the t-shirt and the NFT. Make sure you go to my Twitter, the NFT cat, and then you go to this one. All you need to do is to follow OK Bears, follow the NFT cat _soul, and make sure you're going to be active in the chat. Let's make NFTs great and fun again. Guys saying we gotta start slow, huh? Potentially. I cannot like promise anything. What I can promise though is like a whole bunch of alpha and autism, both in one spot. Having said that, let's have a look at like the landscape, because we see like a lot of these wicks just getting bought up like there's no tomorrow, really. Degenerate Ape Academy, I'm not even sure how you'd realize a wick like this. Like, what happened there? I guess some market sells. Vibes are coming back. I can feel the ripple effect. Well, and DAA, one being sold at 1.07. That's kind of sick. I mean, I'll tell you guys this much. Vibes might be coming back. Who knows, right? But I can feel like a very, very, very clear sentiment change in, not per se like the disbelievers, right? There's still a lot of disbelief, but it's definitely more positive, the sentiment that is, than a few months ago, to where everyone and their mom was like, NFTs are dead, yada, yada, yada. I think that's quite interesting. I think like NFTs actually have been booming. And I also believe that Ethereum so far has been leading the way. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it also like some amazing food for thought that basically Magic Eden sunset like EVM chains and they just went, what a coincidence. Just noticing, folks. Don't mind me noticing. Actually, your Tardio cousin's doing pretty well. Let's see. I mean, like, they had like quite a good run up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, what does this mean? This will be pretty much textbook. Let's see if something like that would happen though. Say so fun. How are you doing, brother? Meow meow, folks. It's kind of crazy how geckos just like not seem to be hitting lower levels at all. Until they would, right? But until then, looking pretty decent. Again, folks, I'll keep you guys reminding. Make sure if you want to, because like we're gonna handpick some winners through the list right here. Not right here, not right now, but like in a few hours from now. Make sure you're gonna tag the your friends down in like the new post, because well, being a retarded little kitten, being a retarded little kitten, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds kind of cringe. It is what it is. We will pick from this list, right? So make sure you're going to tag your friends within this newest post. So anyways, what shall we have a look at? Is there anything worth having a look at right here, right now? Actually, like medievals keep on like going up. I think if I were to guess, right, like I think like this is some of like the sickest charts within NFTs right now. 886, how are you doing, brother? Happy to see you here. Absolutely. I don't think like an NFT chart gets a lot better than this. Happy to be here. Well, we're happy to see you. Let's see. Medieval's pretty cool. True. Chat, let me know. What do you want me to have a look at? Because we are curating today, right? I like the new setup and BG music too. Thank you, man. Been a lot of work. Thought to myself, I need to level up. I kind of want to just make this as fun as I possibly can make it for you guys, right? So here we are. Basically, I wanted to make sure that you guys have like a whole lot to look at. Obviously, this is like a live stream, and I want to make sure that whoever's just like listening to this with their earbuds, like we do it all. Right, I want to make sure like it's a lot of fun for everyone, and especially since the space itself is quite visual. I need to give you guys something to look at. Reminds me of underwater level Mario. It reminds me of underwater Mario level music. True. Yeah. Pretty excited for the Misfits, Mints, and you. I have something actually popping up with Misfits somewhere beginning of next week, potentially Monday. There might be something to where people can actually like get a whitelist from tuning in here. DJ Momo, I will never ever forgive you for bit dumping your primate. I will never stop shaming you. That really broke my heart. And ever since, I mean, like, it is what it is. It didn't break my heart, but like ever since, I cannot help myself but like just throwing shit on anyone who's willing to bid dump whatever they could possibly win from tuning in into these streams, right? At the very least, folks. Yeah, DJ Momo is a trader. True. True. He is a trader. Misfits Mint's free. Yeah, it's a free, but you need like whitelist for it. You should not just give anything out for. You should not bid dump your giveaway at 7 NFTs without just exploring the community. That's what Jordan Peterson would say. You're only allowed to bid dump it after you've interacted with the community. No one will ever want to hump your meat if you would. And make your bed. Make your bed and do not use your fellow stream enjoyers as exit liquidity, folks. Who is pumping Soul? Is Soul pumping? No, I'm out of Soul. We do not have any Solana left, folks. We have been balls deep into Ethereum. I kind of want to say Ethereum NFTs, but like obviously Solana NFTs. Yeah, I mean, like, I have extremely high expectations for medievals, but honestly, folks, like, okay, chat, like, am I going nuts, or would it make a whole lot of sense for the entire fucking ecosystem to actually start pumping rather sooner than later? Diamond hands forever. True. I think it's coming. What do you think is coming? Ooh. The communities are more active than they have been lately, at least. What is Dead King Society all about? I do not know. You know what, chat? I actually sent I've been harassing Dylan, so basically the founder from the Dead King Society, because I kind of want it on. I want him on. The reason why, I mean, like, he's interesting, like, in a twofold kind of way. First of all, the guy's literally like the reason why a Mythic War helmet on Indigots. So let me get to the trade actually. So this Mythic War helmet has been literally named at the has been named to the founder of Dead King Society. Isn't that crazy? JMOs, how are you doing, brother? Folks, and again, do not mind me repeating myself, but anyone who is who's aiming to get like a free NFT or a free shirt, which is pretty fucking cool too, make sure you're tagging your 3 friends at the new post, right? I fucked up. I accidentally deleted the old post. So what you want to do, I sent like 10 hours ago, something like that. I sent this post to enter the giveaway. Follow the NFT cat _ soul plus OK Bears, tag 3 friends, and pull up live. Cat, you won something from the Mint Casino already? No. I have not been winning anything. I asked Cram to like up the winning odds, and he basically told me to get fucked. You want a free spin? I mean, like, that's kind of sad. Four hours left, folks. Oh. Free spin only. Oh, that sucks. So, chat, this is quite interesting. Did you know that on Orbis, they actually have like all the fucking versions of the OK Bears? How come that Magic Eden will not fucking do any of this? I mean, like, Tensor is what it is. They're not gonna do it for whatever reason. I haven't heard from them in ages. But I mean, like, Orbis just keeps on implementing like cool shit. Having said that, did they implement the several seasons on DGOTS? No, they did not. Magic Eden is just a roulette house nowadays. Yes. Sounds like it for sure. Magic chat, would you reckon that like Magic Eden like remotely cares about like the health of this space? Because they, you know what, this is truly what I kind of like ask myself, right? I would love to, don't get me wrong, I would even love to collaborate with Magic Eden, but especially in a way to where people would be more engaged with NFTs in a way what actually would make sense to just like bring NFTs to the masses, real new people in, right? Spread what we're passionate about to begin with. I don't think that's too much to ask. Colin saying, I like Magic Eden and Lucky Buy, but I think it's the only thing that keeps them in business. It caters to the degens. I fucking hate the Lucky Buy. Because you know what? It's kind of the same thing. Just imagine this, right? You would have like some kind of a high-end store, and like the high-end store will basically offer you a roulette wheel or like some lucky kind of thing, lucky buy kind of mechanic to do your purchases. I do not like that at all, because you know what? Here's the thing. I think it's fair to say that us as target audience, we're probably more prone to gambling behavior, right? Magic Eden versus Orbis, who's better? Right now, Magic Eden still. No. 886 saying Orbis all day, every day. No, not yet. Not in like, they have like a few things left to fix, right? Like they need to like implement like a whole bunch of like collections, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. I think like the market is right there for the taken. They're not there though. I would love them to actually like overthrow them. Do not get me wrong. I think like it's still in beta indeed. But if they just like keep on building and keep on like tweaking, I think like the sky truly is the limit for Orbis. Plus, like Rico just seems incredibly passionate about like what he's doing. And call me crazy, but like I actually like that. I actually like founders who are somewhat passionate about like the product they're building. JMO saying, I like how it shows when bots list. True. Shame on those bots. True. True. Shame on those bots. Yeah. You know what? Like, I don't have like a problem with bots, but like rather than them listing lower, just list higher. Might sound crazy, folks, but like, why the bots turning bullish? True. Shame on them. Shame. True. We should publicly shame those bots indeed. But you know what? Like, I very much wonder who operates those bots. So I don't think it's the teams themselves. I don't think that makes too much sense. But yeah, if they could just like list higher rather than lower, that would be great. Just so you guys know, I will like close down the stream for, well, in 5 minutes. I'll actually like close the stream, get like the people in, right? Spread the message, spread like the fact that, hey yo, we are having an interview with Kais is okay from OK Pass. Cups keep on pumping. Let's have a look at those bastards. Cups. Is that true though? A little bit, yeah. Yeah, looking pretty good. But like equally, right? Like this is, in my opinion, like you want to make sure you keep like you maintain these levels. Just like you don't want this to turn in some kind of a deviation. I think that'd be pretty bad. But it's true, pretty solid resistance. Nah, man, I think like you broke the resistance. If I were to guess, I only have one cup sadly. JMOS, you got wrecked by the Twitter chat for whatever reason. Well, you know what, folks? I'll probably start like the countdown for the interview with Kais. So I'll be silent for like 19 minutes on the dot. And afterwards, let's have him on, right? Again, folks, anyone tuning in right here, right now, I messed up the initial post, right, of the giveaway. I deleted it. Am I slightly retarded? Probably. It is what it is. So, like, if you joined the giveaway, make sure you're going to, well, you're going to like put up your friends, tag your friends within this new post. It's very, very, very important because we will be choosing the winner from whoever replied within this post. Bob saying, I feel like I need to order some chainmail. That's never a bad idea, Bob. Why is Sensorians not getting any buzz? Because like they're not fucking doing anything. Your opinion on dupies? What? What? Isn't this the doodles thing? I don't really have an opinion here. To be honest with you, I do not know anything about the project. Make chainmail. That is, the more chainmail, the better. True. Or as my mom would say, like, the more you hide your face, the better, right? Look where that got me. Anyways, folks, I'm gonna tune out now. We'll start sharing, etc., etc. I will see you guys back in 16 minutes from now. Get yourself a coffee, get yourself lunch, get yourself dinner, have a smoke, do whatever you need. Just make sure you're well prepared. And also, again, make sure that if you want to participate in the giveaway, make sure to tag your friends in the new post, because again, folks, I fucked up. I deleted the first post, right? So you gotta retag your friends and do it all here. Anyways, like, I'm gonna tune out. I'll be back in 15 minutes from now, and let's see. I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys. Do you want me to start with like the good news or the bad news? So the good news is, okay, I'll start with the bad news. I'm still waiting on Kai's. The good news is I do not have a life, and I'll definitely keep on streaming until he turns on. It should be any minute now. Like, he basically gave me like a heads up. Oh my god, Andrew, you I've absolutely no use for you, man. Andrew, you are banned. Fuck off. Boom. Yeah, so the bad news is Kai is not around. I can only imagine that he'd tune up sometime soon, because, well, I don't think the guy has anything better to do than just jump on the cat stream, right? But yeah, it is what it is. Let's just keep on streaming until he gets in, right? He basically gave me a heads up on beforehand that he could be 5 minutes late. So let's say like the guy had his alarm at the hour mark. I mean, who wouldn't be tired, right? It's kind of a bitch to get up at that time. Let's just put it like this. But again, like, I'm not leaving. We do not have a life, and we will not stop until you gotta get up and make coffee. Maybe he's napping. Maybe he is. Well, I sent him the link, so I would assume that he'd be like around. So far, my plan to just like make it like all like a well thought out show. But again, folks, we're here. We're happy to be here. We will not stop autism posting, if anything. Let's get through the there we go. Let's just roam the markets on NFTs. Coffee break? No, I cannot, guys. Like, I cannot leave you guys hanging. You waited on us to show up, right? So I'm not gonna take like any coffee break whatsoever. There's no time for a coffee break, folks. I mean, I'll tell you guys this though, like, I'm sorry for the inconvenience on your part. That's for sure. Let's just wait for the guy to get in, and let's go from there. Well, folks, I ate a sandwich and drank an energy drink to some lunch special. Yeah, well, at least you got your carbs in, brother. Oof. What shall we have a look at? Oh, Teo Robotics getting wrecked. Minus 20%. 3 got listed and we dropped 20%, folks. Utes. What's Matlats all about? In what way do you mean? Maybe he got acidic diarrhea. That's true. I mean, like, can you just imagine? People forget, man. Acidic diarrhea. What's Matlats all about? You tell me. Give me half a second, folks. Boom, there we are. Happens to the best of us, diarrhea affects us all. I mean, it's true. Potentially, Kai is shitting himself as we speak. Or maybe he was mistaken in the hour mark. Maybe. It's possible. It would kind of suck, but yeah. I mean, like, I'll tell you guys this much though. I'm sorry for this kind of miscommunication, but we will make it up to you. Because fact is, we do not have anything better to do. Just bringing awareness to the condition. I'm an advocate. True. Shonen Soul has good art, but Founders still launched another collection last night. I got a 1/1 Shonen Soul, but you know what I do not like is that the fact that they literally just jacked off, like they jacked off. No, they sold like a bunch of IP from other collections, right? I mean, let's just have a look at it. Having said that, if anyone wants to buy my 1/1 Shonen Soul, it can be yours for only 10 salamis. An NFT cat we trust. Yeah, I mean, hello, Kais, wakey. I mean, to be fair, maybe like we were mistaken in like the time zones, maybe. I guess. Let me just I mean, let me just make sure that I mean, it is what it is. I hope everything's okay. Chilling in a beach somewhere. True. NFT cat always bullish. True. Bullish at the top, bearish at the bottom, folks. What do we think of liminals? Always meow meow meow. True. Guys is having drink. Guys is having drink. It's great weather. It's morning over there, but that doesn't stop you from getting wasted, right? Oh, liminals went to what? I bought a few myself. You know what? Went for 6. True. I got a bunch of liminals. Yeah, I saw you buying a bunch, JSL. Let me chat in the OK Bear chat. I think the NFT cat never sleeps. Huh? Something is off-putting about them. They would not look good on my wallet. Thank you. I'll pass on the art. I missed the liminals convo. What do we think? I mean, like, I don't think a whole bunch about them. They minted out. Did quite well in pricing. I mean, like, you know what? Like, I'm not sure if this is AI generated. Cats don't sleep, true. They were sponsored by Magic Eden from governance votes back when Magic Eden cared about NFTs. Wrong. They never cared about NFTs. Kind of weird art, but I like it somehow. Just not PFP material. Yeah, it's too small to PFP. Do they have some one-on-ones? Oh, let's see. One specials. I mean, chat. Nice. Desky's taking a shit. One day pretending to care. True. Just look like kids from DreamWorks movies. True. Oh. J-Cells saying he has a one-on-one. Oh, that one is actually pretty cool. Let me pull that one up, J-Cell. Again, folks, like, I'm terribly sorry on like the part with guys is okay. Like, I'm hopeful that he would get here in 30 minutes though. Where's Kaya? You tell me, brother. He was just supposed to show up like half an hour ago. So I'll just like stay here until like the hour mark. Again, folks, I am really sorry for whatever went wrong. That's J-Cells 101. J-Cells has been spending way too much money on his JPEGs. Someone check in with him. He has been buying all the DGOTs, folks. I just do not think that these are worth 5 Solana with a floor price of 0.7. Insider trading, he knows too much. Yeah, I guess so. Keep watching, preparing coffee. There you go. You know what? If this was AI generated, I'll definitely hate on it. However, if they actually had artists making this, then I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of cool, but like I find it hard to I don't know whether this is AI slop or not. But if not, I'm a fan. Let's say hi. 886 saying that's AI 100. Kind of the same clayish feeling as Claynosaurus. I'm not sure what to think here, folks. Oh, chainmail though. Chat, is it me or not gonna lie, that's 100% AI? I think so too. It's well done AI, right? But it looks very much AI-ish. AI. So anyways, like I wasn't done talking shit on Shona Soul. Folks, if anyone feels like spoiling themselves and you want to treat yourself a little bit, I'm selling this one. You can get yourself a Shonen Soul 1 out of 1. Just send me a DM. I want to get rid of it. It's just not for me. It's not. I kind of like the art, but I equally find that if you're just gonna use a whole bunch of traits, not referrals for one out of ones, but like really traits from other IP, I think you're just like a lazy artist. Right? I don't think that should be your basically your IP to basically have like Brody bet us I'm the sloppiest AI motherfucker and I don't like it. True. One Piece. Here you have what's I lost the guy. I lost his name though. One Piece. What else do we have? Gundam. We have like the hollows from Bleach. We have, I mean, like this is One Piece again. Pokemon. So anyways, like if you feel like treating yourself, then go for it. Yeah, folks, just so you know, if Kais would not be here in 45 minutes, I'll call it. I kind of want to gamble on the fact that the models are all the same style, at least. True. I'm kind of gambling that there was miscommunication between me and Kais. Did I check Sark? No. I like this better than the other one. But yeah, honestly, folks, not a fan. Not a fan at all. Does not mean that this cannot grow into something or whatever. But if you were gonna point a gun right at my face and be like, hey, like, I'm gonna unalive you, or you're gonna buy this PFP, I mean, like, I'm into the 20 free Zark I had chase them, but I want to sell them all. Why so bearish? JSL, since you're collecting like so many things, how about like you buying one of only 3 1-on-1s from Shonen Soul? Treat yourself a little bit. You got enough D-Gods. Sark's looking cool. Buy it from me, folks. Like if anyone wants to sell him. Anyone wants to buy him. I got 10 pretty good ones I'm gonna use for AI slop videos. I'll trade you my Shonen Soul bag for your one-on-one. No. There's no such thing as enough Digas. True. There's no such thing as enough. Kai says okay. Let me check. Henry, no. I think so, guys. Bear with me. I think I know what went wrong. Dare I put up like another timer though? I think actually yes. Kai's in Australia. Maybe this is midnight in Australia. Yes, so it definitely is the case. But like, here's the deal. He was gonna join at 5 a.m. his time, and I am looking Melbourne time right here right now, and it's 4:38. So yeah, I think basically Kai was mistaken on like the timing. Switch to YouTube for you. Maybe he showed up to the deleted space. No, I don't have like spaces. I'll give him like a Jordan Peterson kind of scolding though. Before you tell others you're going to show up at a particular time, do not forget to make your own fucking bed. Women want to be fucked by vampires. Typical Jordan Peterson. So yeah, I think like we cracked the code. I think we were mistaken in time. So lesson learned. We're an hour late. I would reckon that Kai would show up in 25 minutes because he actually said that he would be like 5 minutes late. So this is what we're gonna do, folks. I'm gonna like put on the fucking timer again. Goddamn global time zones. Yeah, I mean, like, tell me about it. I usually double check, but oh, to quote Jordan Peterson, I should have made up my own fucking bed. So anyways, my deepest apologies. Let's share the worst rocks for each one. True. So my worst rug definitely was Lily. Brody Bettas, have you tried the YouTube AI or SFX used to your shorts? It's actually really good, surprisingly. True. No, I haven't. Yeah, I actually have like a 1-on-1 Lily 886. Gothic teachings. Okay, so chat, this is what we're gonna do. Ugh, that looked horrible. This is what we're gonna do. Give me like what? I got rocked hard by Goons Club when they went 2D to 3D, and Lotus and Lily. Yeah. I fucking hope that Bungle hurts his toe really bad. I think he's probably one of like the most fucking retarded people out there. And I think like he's a really weak man. Such a waste of good artist, bro. No, I mean like his art was good, but like he as an artist has failed to deliver. How about D Booties? Can I CTO on me? Like I'm sure you can, brother. I'm sure you can. Okay. Let me think real quick. So rather than just like warming up the audience for like 45 minutes or so, what I did was nearly like live stream for 2 hours. So it doesn't matter because fact is, guys, I literally do not have a life. I have fucking nothing better to do, and I'm not even kidding on this. But what I will do though is to treat myself on a coffee. Let's see CTO some cat collection. How about we get fucking Frank Degots to show up to work? How about that? How about we get how about we get those MFers to show up to work? I think that would be like the best case scenario. Time to derug D-Guts, folks. Oh. 905 background. I mean, like, I'm to be rugged again? No. Brody saying, I'll 3D print D-Booty bubble hats, but booby bubbles instead. You're talking to a genius here. I mean, Brody, you're probably like the most unhinged person out there. And I'm not even kidding. Sometimes I worry for you. A little bit. Actually, I don't. Let's bring back D-Gods and Youth Staking. Earn some juicy rewards while waiting for blast off. I bet you buy bubble boops. I probably would. Depending on like the quality of the bubbles. Let's just call it like it is, Brody. Let me just fix this real quick. Boom, boom. Well, I have your attention anyways, folks. BNFT, no worries, brother. Kai hasn't showed up. I think something went wrong in the communication, so my bet would be that Kai would actually show up in 20 minutes from now. But we're having fun here, right, chat? Imagine Solana launching a collection where the utility is never to have fees on Solana again just by having that NFT. Imagine Solana just fucking uttering the word NFT again. Imagine Solana Foundation sponsoring your favorite content creator, spreading autism and happiness. A man can dream. Yeah, probably 15 minutes. Gonna grab lunch, time zone. Yeah, okay. Bro, have you reached them out? No, I used to have like a contact at the Solana Foundation, and I asked to be connected because like he fucked off to Monad. However, what topic do you mean, BNFT, Ben? However, the guy did not want to connect me with Solana Foundation. Like very, very, very sad. I used to be in touch with him and actually share some connections. You know the drill, folks. Oh. So yeah. Mm, 21 May. Now before Kai's joining, dude, I always fucking wing it. We do not have a schedule other than just adding value. I'm your dealer in NFT content, so you tell me what you like. However, though, I'll tell you guys one thing. I'm just real late. All I want is to make sure I'm up to date. We just went through... I mean, like, honestly, we've just been vibing with the chat. We just got this party started. Yeah. Okay, guys. So this is what I'm going to do. Guys, Kai DM me. We're gonna get this rolling. Around the our 05 mark. So this is what we're gonna do. Boom. 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 Fuck, I fucked up. Are you gonna watch Starship V3 launch later today from SpaceX? Nope, don't care. Boom. There we go. Looks like you timed it perfectly. True. All right, guys. Give me like a minute or 13. Let me refocus a little bit. And having said that, I'll be back in 13 minutes from now. Stay here and let's get the stuff started with, guys. Guys, how are you doing, brother?
Hey, good. How are you, man?
Pretty good. Must be quite early.
Yeah, it's 5 a.m. where I am.
we'll uh we'll start up quite nicely. I hope you got yourself like a cup of coffee.
Yeah, eventually I'll get up and make one.
Well, I mean, let me start off with this, brother. I'm really happy to have you. I don't want to like fanboy or whatever, but like I've always liked OK Bears a whole lot. I mean, like it's one of those collections people. I mean, like you cannot really say anything bad on it. I think like the worst I've heard is like people don't like the art, which is fine. That's subjective. Um, but how did you get there to where a lot of people speak so highly of like the project, and maybe like introduce it with like we're all gonna be okay?
I mean, it wasn't always this way, to be honest. It's when we first started um for the first maybe couple of years, people there was like, I call it like a rivalry back then. It was because of how big our mint was. It kind of like created this vacuum in the space. So like it sucked out all the attention, a lot of the liquidity, and then there was so much attention on OK Bears that it kind of made other collections feel uncomfortable. Plus, I think in the first couple of years, the expectations of NFT projects were huge, so but also we were trying to attempt huge things, we were promising huge things, and we all know how things played out. And I would say that people started liking and respecting us when the decline of NFTs happened. And around that time, you had a lot of founders that kind of were like, okay, I'm out. You had a lot of projects that ran out of funds, so they stopped working. And so for us, it was like it felt like the shackles were off, the
Mhm.
pressure was off. A lot of the people that um, were so heavily invested in NFTs, either let go of their holdings or just kind of clocked off from the space. And what remained are a lot of the people that were there for reasons more than just to flip. I mean, we're all here to flip, so that reason is fine. But the ones that remained stayed, they had more reasons. And so when we started, doubling down on, okay, we want to do good in the world, we want to make the world a better place. We did a bunch of our courts. I think that's when public opinion started to turn a little bit. And you'll find that any active founder today gets a lot of respect, especially ones that have been there from the start. And I would say
Oh
on
yeah.
Solana specifically, because there's appreciation that, okay, these people are still here with us in the trenches. Mistakes were made, promises were broken, all the rest of it, but at least you're still here. And so I think it's a combination of staying here and trying, to make the world a better place. I think that's what's changed public opinion about us.
Nice, interesting. I wasn't aware of that. Like I was aware of the fact that especially with like these bigger kind of collections, right? At the beginning, like SMB gots, they basically just like extracted a whole bunch of liquidity in order to make them grow, and then they basically hopped from one to the other. Um, I mean, I guess so, right? Like whenever there's a lot of rivalry within the space, like well, you're gonna get hated on that for whatever reason. Um, well, I mean, like, talk to me on this one, right? Like, when because I want to highlight like a few things. Like, we're not here to just like chit chat. Like, it's a big part of it, but you have like something to mention as well. I want to highlight that. That's one. Also, like from my end, there's some things I also want to highlight. Like, for anyone tuning into the space, who are not quite as familiar with what you guys do, maybe it could be like nice to just like I can like pull up like the presenting screen, we can go through like a bunch of things, and maybe we can
Yeah,
also
yeah.
like go through some of like your favorite traits within the collection, because like that's one of like the being a nerd collector myself, I want to know what the founders would like to collect from their own collection, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay, I mean, shall we just like start off with the breaking news?
Yeah, so I mean, for our breaking news, it, it, it's a different kind of breaking news from the space, you know. So it's not really like an announcement of a partnership or like, um. So what we've been doing for the past 6 months is kind of like scratching our head, thinking, how do we validate the approach that we're currently taking? And so for people that aren't familiar, around a year ago, a year and a half ago, maybe, when things started dipping, and I think we were kind of entering this bear market, I had like an honest heart to heart with the community, and I think at the time I said, look, at the moment I can't promise to make you rich, but I can promise to make you proud. Um, and we kind of stepped back and started thinking, for us as a team specifically, we didn't find much meaning in the chase of commercialism. So I'll call it that way. So a lot of projects in the space, specifically IP based ones, they're trying to validate presence by, social media views, by how much products they can sell. And it's all about, okay, either entertainment or specifically selling products. But it's going to sound weird, but there's nothing more that comes from that. So
Mm.
yes, you have the attention. Yes, you have, like the Web3 audience, maybe millions of followers on Instagram. But what are you doing with that? Um, to many, that is the end goal. For us, we're not really satisfied or interested in building another entertainment brand. The team has always wanted to be like, how does this affect the world? How does this make the world a better place? Why does this thing need to exist? And so a year and a half ago, we doubled down on a bit of a unique direction. So we started traveling around the world, finding basketball courts that needed attention, and then we turned the entire court into um, an OK Bears art mural on the ground. Um, and the aim with that is two things. Number one, there's something really interesting about making art at such a massive scale. But number two, it's making people's lives better through OK Bear art. And how does it work? So think about if you've ever been to a basketball game, um, you'd notice the feeling of like a home court. So when you walk in, let's just say you support the Lakers or my house, you've got the logo on the ground. It just feels different to like any normal basketball court. And so when we started doing those things around the world, we noticed that communities started feeling like they have a home. Like this is more than just a basketball court. You're viewing footage here from our court in Lebanon, which was our second court. So we found this court, it was falling apart. It's originally connected to a forum for people with disabilities. And you can see the state of the court before we started working on
Mm.
it. And so we hired local contractors, local workers, we hired a local artist, and we transformed that thing into a home court. And you see the transformation at the end. And what this does is it gives people a sense of pride, especially in areas around the world where the extras aren't available. People are worried about how are they going to secure food? How are they going to secure shelter? And then you go and give them something that belongs in the NBA. And what we've noticed is communities started coming, together around them. the court in South Africa that we haven't revealed yet, for example. There's a whole league that has formed around it. There's like professional basketball players that now go and play there, even though it's a primary school
Really?
court. Um, and so we've done 4 courts already. We've done one in LA in collaboration with Lonzo Ball. We've done one in Lebanon for people with disabilities. We've done one in Indonesia, which is a double court, and that one is it's a it's the only free court in the city. The city is called Surakarta, and there to play basketball you have to pay money to access a private court. And there was this double court that was the only free one, and so we gave it a massive facelift, and we had a big opening. We had the mayor of the town, you know,
Wow.
be there and represent. And so, we're seeing that, or at least our holders are seeing that people are finding inspiration in OK Bears. And so we want to validate that, you know, commercially this thing is viable, because at the end of the day, these things cost a lot of money. And there's always the promise or like the aspiration from our community, you know, to be able to say, you know what, I hold all these bears. Yes, I'm proud of what they're doing, but what about the financial benefit? How do we get there? Because that's part of NFTs that is never going to die down, even though the
Sure.
focus is no longer on it, and people are, you know, they're. I think holders are satisfied. They think it is enough for our collection to be changing the world, and so our focus at the moment is actually on launching a Kickstarter campaign, and that's less so to raise funds and more to attract attention. And so our aim is to try and go viral on Kickstarter, hopefully raise for the next 2, 3, 4 courts, and then continue filming these courts, doing the content until we, you know, have our viral moment. And then from there, the idea is to raise funds for these courts, we create apparel. So whether it's t-shirts, hoodies, collectibles, and all the funds raised from these items will go towards the production of the items and the building of the courts. And to be honest, all the royalties in the last year and a half, we've been pouring them straight into the courts as well. You know, early days, we had people on the team that were getting paid, but I think for the past at least 6, 7 months, everyone on the team does not get paid. You know, we all do side jobs because we want to put all the funds that we can into executing this vision. So we're hoping to launch our Kickstarter in around, you know, the meme is 2 weeks, but we're going to be launching it soon. We're going to try to make news about it on X. But really, the aim is not to raise funds, you know, from the crypto community, even though that would be very much appreciated. But it is trying to prove that people in the world find value in this, that they would, you know, pay for a t-shirt or a hoodie knowing that it could make the world a better place. So that's kind of like our new approach, and that's the, you know, the last thing we're launching at the moment. The
I
latest.
mean, like, I think like that perfectly summarizes what people really appreciate about like the brand, right? I think we're all gonna be okay. Um, People fight with it a lot. I mean, like there's some great names. I'm sure you know Ben. I mean, like he's on your team. I'm sure you know Jim Jammer, right? Like overall, like people really like what OK Bears are standing for, the message they're spreading, and also like the effective like help at the end of the day. And you know what, like from like a commercial point of view and a collector's point of view, it makes you guys unique, right? To where, I mean, like you guys are probably like the only ones doing it specifically in this fashion. And I think that alone is enough to where, well, you stand out from the rest, right? So that's a lot to like in my book.
Yeah, we when we were setting our new vision, we wanted to ensure that we're doing something that is different to other collections. You know, in all honesty, we're not an animation team. So there's no way we can compete with, teams that have animation. Also, like, we did raise some funds, yes, but we cannot compete with the top collections on ETH that have, raised 10 to 100 times the amount that,
Oh yeah.
our mint raised, right? So in our mind, but also we don't want to compete with people in the Web3 space. We feel like the Web3 should be like together against the world. And
100%.
that whole early rivalry really wasn't good for anyone. So we were thinking, okay, we wanna leave impact in the real world. We want to embody we're all gonna be okay. We don't want it to just be a statement. Um, how are we going to achieve that? And also, how are we going to create a path for ourselves that allows us to take others with us, to take other collections with us? And so, in with this direction, our hope is in the future, we want to make a court and put other collections with us on it. We want to partner with other
Mm.
Web3 brands. We don't just want to have bears on these things. And the other part is we feel that video is underutilized in Web3. DeGods
Yep.
used to do really cool videos, but that's not happening anymore. And video content resonates really well with Web2. And so we're like, okay, we don't want to make meaningless, TikToks of us dancing or whatever, right? We want
Thank
to
God.
try and create video content that is meaningful. And so
Yeah.
the thesis that we have is the world is going to love watching art unravel at such a massive scale. They're gonna love watching people's lives change. And so with our latest court and with the release of the Kickstarter, I think our best content is going to be released, whether that's, meme content that might be a little bit funny, or whether, it's serious news, documentaries about the people benefiting from these courts, whether it's the kids that play on them or the artists that make them. So yes, we really wanted to take a path that is different, because we don't want to step on any toes and we want to continue to collaborate. But the team is very highly interested in real world impact. Throughout our
Mm.
4-year journey, we've collaborated with UN, we've collaborated with British Red Cross, we've collaborated with Movember for a few years running. We've been part of the Red family, and so we've always had an eye on trying to make the world a better place through NFTs. Even recently, I want to give a shout out to a token project called FTP, or Feed the People, that launched,
Mhm.
I think 6 months ago. And they were taking all the proceeds from their tokens and they were streaming on Pump Fun, and they were going down the streets in LA and feeding the homeless and giving them haircuts. And we loved what they were about. And so we had a lot of old apparel stock. We donated the whole thing to them. We're like, okay, every time
Nice.
you feed a homeless person, give them an OK hoodie, because that's where they're meant to be. And so we're always trying to look around in the space. Where are people doing good? How can we add value to that? And yeah, it has given us a very unique direction. I mean, I would say we're making some of the biggest art pieces in the world, definitely the biggest art for an NFT project. And it's there, people can play on it. You can switch around if you want. There's also the documentation of the the Indonesia court.
Mhm.
You can show that too. But yeah, we're hoping that the world is going to resonate with it. We're hoping that we're going to um, that we're going to make some noise when it comes to this Kickstarter, and hopefully start attracting a bigger audience towards the work that we're doing.
Guys, don't mind me asking, but like, how do I get to the Indonesian court?
Okay, so you want to click back on your browser.
Oh,
Oh,
whoops.
okay, never mind. Then go to news. Yep, and the first one.
Ah, there you go. Oh shit, that looks sick.
This one was inspired by the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, this epic pass and dunk. And because it was double court, we needed two bears. and we wanted to highlight a moment of like a historic moment of teamwork. So we thought that that would be the best way to embody it. But I mean, look at how massive these things are. You really will only appreciate it if you're there on the ground. But also, imagine, and this will happen once Google Maps updates again. You'll be able to see OK
Mm,
Bear art on Google Maps, which is something
true.
so epic. So we're kind of waiting for that to happen. But yeah, look, we're excited about the direction. We're really proud of the scale, and the fact that there's thousands of people around the world at the moment that when they look at an OK Bear, they think, uh, hey, this has made my life better. Hey, this lifts me up. This makes my experience a beautiful one. And so we're hoping the world sees the value. We're hoping Web3 sees the value. And I think we've done three or four courts at the moment. Once we have 15, it's going to be incredibly hard to ignore.
Yeah, I mean, like, but you know what? Like, this is like where like the market psychology to things is just like interesting, right? I can only imagine, just like, bear with me for a sec. Not even that we would go to like new all-time highs, but like for the sake of it, if we'd have like some kind of an echo bubble, some kind of a mini rally, right? I think with the eyes being like focused on like the top kind of collections again, I think it would be a what's the word I'm looking for? Um, Never mind. But like it will be like extremely easy, because you'll have more eyes on like the project. You'll have more royalties. With that, you'll get to like get your things funded, etc., etc. A self-fulfilling prophecy is what I was looking for, right? Like I do kind of feel that like better times kind of better your positions with like these kind of goals holistically as well. But you know what? I think this is very easy to like, right? Like one can like or dislike the art, but at the end of the day, like how can you really be against all bettering basketball courts, especially making them wheelchair accessible, etc.? And it's cool that you guys are really on your own path, doing something very, very different from a lot of these other projects, right? To where DGOTS is, oh, who knows what DGOTS is doing. MATLATS is focused on their exchange, everything very much within like the Web3 ecosystem. And I think like this is a great way to just like, first of all, like do whatever you guys feel like doing. And it's a net positive kind of thing. I'm a fan of like the message, and I mean, that's pretty much all I can say about that. Like I can literally not say anything negatively on it, like even if I tried, guys. So here's like a question to you. Like let's say like I want to like participate in the Kickstarter, right? What are the options there? Are there like any specifics which you guys have already strategized? That's one. And also like there's like I read somewhere that there's going to be a 1/1 NFT with that court. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. So with every court that we make, there we create a 1/1, and the way people can get their hands on it is by taking part in like a group activity, and then that will and then we can kind of like raffle it to a single person. So when we did the Lebanon court, we also did like an art mint, not a PFP mint, and it was like a charitable mint. So all the funds went towards renovating this court in Indonesia, and then we picked one winner to win the bear that was on the court in Lebanon. And so we're for the Kickstarter, we have the 1/1. We have like the 1/1 for the Indonesia court, And the way people can get their hands on it is by contributing to the Kickstarter. And so once the Kickstarter concludes, everyone that contributed to it from Web3 will put it all in a raffle, and you'll win that. But the Kickstarter is very different to like GoFundMe or a Raise. So what you're actually going to be doing is, shopping for apparel or collectibles. We're launching our first ever basketball jersey. So it's like beautifully crafted.
Nice.
It's not just like a print. You've got all the embroidered detailing. You've got like the beautiful lettering. It really is fit for like an NBA team. And so we're releasing our first ever jersey. Each court that we make has a t-shirt created for it. And so you can also get your hands on those. And the aim there is, you're not just kind of like supporting a cause, you're actually shopping for clothes or for collectibles. And then the funds are going towards, our next court, which is going to be in a city called Bamenda in Cameroon. So Cameroon is a war-torn country. So you have conflict between the government that's in power and then like the people on the other side. And so there's actual open war, and there's this basketball court on top of a mountain. It's just rubble. Like there's actually gravel on the floor, and the hoops are actually made like it's all handmade. Once we launched the footage, you're like, I can't believe people play basketball on this. And we came across this court through a content creator on Instagram who's got a few million followers, who filmed his journey of training there, like while we go to fancy gyms, he's there pushing rocks and practicing his shots on like a half broken court and all the rest of it. And he went viral for it. So we got in touch with him. We're like, hey, we'd love for us to do something with you. And so he found that he connected us to the people at the court. There's actually a movie being filmed about him. He's actually in LA at the moment. So we're trying to raise funds so that we can uplift that court and that community. It's used by hundreds of people every day, and so I'm pretty sure they're going to appreciate, the fact that they can stop falling down and, getting their hands cut and their knees cut, and because it's unsafe.
Yeah.
And so there's a whole bunch of things that you can get your hands on if you contribute to the Kickstarter. But at the end of the day, as I said before, it's not made like, we don't want to be like, okay, Web3, make this happen for us. No. We had a chat with our community, and we were like, we just need the initial spark. And then if this thing catches fire, on Kickstarter, you're normally raising 3, 4, 5, 10 times your asking price, which means we're going to be doing 3, 4, 5, 10 more courts rather than just the one in Cameroon. But more importantly, you now have added to your community 500 new people, 1,000 new people that have interacted with the brand, that have supported it financially at the start, rather than because when you're working on a funnel, once someone becomes a paying customer, that's the acquisition. And so normally with the funnel, you're doing content, and then people are following me on socials, and then they're commenting, and then they're like, so the bottom of the funnel is the hardest one to get to. And we're kind of flipping the funnel around and thinking and saying, okay, let's just skip all the steps. Are people gonna want to put money towards a brand where, call it a lifestyle brand, where the goods that you buy build courts on the floor? It's an automatic, and it's a very public success or failure, which I also think is going to be very important, because in Web3 we all have a lot of hope. Okay, so we have hope that the collections that we love are going to do something. And I think it is dangerous and unhealthy to continue dragging your collection along, saying, they're gonna come, the world is gonna care, the world, just wait until we launch our game, just wait until we launch this, just wait until we launch that. We're like, I think communities have waited long enough. And so now us and our community can directly see, are people interested in purchasing products that change the world in this manner? Yes or no. If the answer is yes, amazing. We would have found um, uh, a direction and we'll go for. And if the answer is no, then we go back to the drawing board and think, okay, what's next?
I hear you. Like, and I might be a slightly. I mean, like, I'm a perma bull on NFTs. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I am very, very, very bullish at these levels. I think this is like the most amazing industry we're in, and I think like this is like the start of like you have all these stories, right? The OGs from DeGods, the OGs from OK Bears, and I think like this is when we're gonna see like the OGs of season 2. I think this is like the greatest asset in the world. Like, we're living in like a collector's boom, right? Whether it's Pokemon cards, whether it's sports memorabilia, baseball cards, whatever, people love to collect. And when it comes down to NFTs, right, like, you don't need to, I mean, like, we're all slightly on the spectrum, let's just call it like it is, or at the very least I am. You don't need to deal with people physically, right? Like, you can transact with anyone in the world. Like, the safety wise, you don't need to like physically keep your binders close to you. You don't need to worry about like falsified assets, right? I think the market is wrong, and I think the market equally is right there for the taking. And I think what you guys are doing, time will tell, because like businesses, you'll always have to adapt, and there's always going to be challenges, and there's always going to be a need for flexibility. But equally, there is a clear demand for projects just doing stuff, because fact is, right now many founders are just like sitting on their asses, not doing anything at all, just yapping on how times are tough, and they're tough. But equally, I kind of feel that the market is so there for the taking. And I think like if you're shooting high, then more often than not, it will probably work out fine. Because you know what? When I'm listening to what you have to say, and I like OK Bears, I got like a few myself. It's not like the biggest bag, but like it's a nice little chunk. I might want to get myself some in real life apparel. It would like look pretty cool on the shelf there, right? And I think like this is an opportunity to get like those kind of items, actually, just for the sake of collecting, if anything. Apart from the fact that you would like to help, you would like to this, you'd like to that. But I think like a very big change has taken place to where speculators have left and collectors have stepped in. So I would be truly amazed if we do not see follow-up in that regard, right? Like, I think like your target audience is not people who still care. I think like your target audience is like this new wave of people who bought in at like lower valuations in order to, well, to get like an opportunity to get their favorite collections they always wanted to get in the first place.
Yes, it's a really hopeful way to look at it. I think I think we're left with the best of the best at the moment in the ecosystem. Genuinely, a lot of the people that hold NFTs, as I said at the start, they're holding them for a bunch of different reasons, but definitely more than just one. And I think that's very healthy. And I think it gives us a chance to build more solid foundations. You know, you called them season 2 or round 2. And I think we needed those solid foundations, because what we did before were not solid foundations. And I will say, I've got a lot of hope for NFTs because I'm in them. I think digital identity specifically is something that we stopped talking about, that is going to become more prominent again. And you know, when you're, just think, you know, 5-10 years into the future. I don't know if you've watched Ready Player One, for example, but I firmly believe that at some stage, you know, we're going to be online in online worlds. And I know like the hype on the metaverse has completely and totally died down, because I agree. Just a random metaverse is not going to cut it. But once it comes to gaming, I think
True.
once we start putting on those goggles and being immersed in another world, um, that that there's going to be a lot of value in being, having your avatar. If you're not kind of like, if you're not comfortable in having your avatar being a realistic representation of yourself, then you want something that you're going to be proud of. And
Sure.
of course, the rest of the world is going to want to be, a certain Pokemon or an anime character or etc. But I think everybody that's connected in Web3 is going to want to rep their their character. So I think that's number one. But number two, I think the way NFTs were treated at the start this did not allow them to kind of like mature, because the massive amount of hype, the crazy prices that were being paid, I personally don't think we'll see that level again. But that does not mean that we don't have another season. Like, I think there's a more logical pricing for NFTs. And the logical price could be 100K. I'm not saying it's not, but now people are going to make the decision on how to price something based on its impact rather than purely its speculative nature. And so now, when we have a season 2, when people be like, okay, well, I think an OK Bear is actually worth 50K or 20K or 10K, they're now making that assumption based on what we've done rather than what we're going to do. And that is going to give us a much more solid
Sure.
foundation, a much stronger floor. So yeah, we're all here for it, man.
No, I mean, like, I agree there. I do kind of disagree. Like, I think, and again, like, I am a permabull. And like, I'm elbow deep in business in general. I really like, this channel is about like collecting for the sake of it, right? Like, um, again, this is like the greatest asset to collect. Like, it's the most convenient to collect. Like, the only threshold or like entry barrier is just like, you need to know your way around like a wallet, and that's pretty much it, right? um I think these things have their place to stay. It just takes a little time, right? Like, but we should not forget that there was a time and place to where everyone's mom just gave away their old Pokemon card collections to like their neighbor's kid. And I mean, like, I kind of want to bang my head against the wall, like, if I'm thinking about that too much, if I'm being honest with you guys. So like, and just like, think about like how perceived like worthless those items or like those assets were just like a few years ago. Like, not even like 8 years ago, people perceived them to be worthless. And nowadays, like, you can retire your family on just like what, like three holofoil Charizards, right? So it's interesting food for thought. But I will make you this prediction. I think like on the rather short term, we're gonna have like lower highs versus the native currency, but like probably equal highs versus like the US dollar. Like, that's my big, like, the cat out of the bag moment, if you will. But I think like that would make a whole lot of sense. And to your point, where I really agree with, I think right now is the time to really show what you're worth, right? I think like you guys, together with Klaynos, DGots, MATLADS, SMB, you guys are some of like the most notorious blue chip names within Solana ecosystem, right? I think there's value there. And I think as long as what you said, like, you keep on developing this brand and you keep on progressing rather than just like, well, giving yourself like a good excuse to not do anything at all, I think it's the right option. And I'm really excited about you guys. I mean, like, if anything, consider me a friend. When it comes down to just like exposure and these things, I'm fully with you that this space needs a lot more visual entertainment. if anything, and quality entertainment, right? Like rather than just like doing a TikTok dance and those kind of things. But yeah, I mean, like interesting food for thought. Guys, like don't mind me, but like I should remind the chat. We have like a giveaway, which we're gonna obviously pick like we'll pick the winners at the end of the stream. We're gonna handpick them. I have no problem with that, if you will, because one time I had like someone bid dumping a NFT, which I do not ever want to happen again. So I'd rather have like active people who are showing up, who are showing out, and make sure like the prices go to like the right hands, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Guys, shall we go like through some of your favorite like traits on OKBears, and maybe if it's all right with you, you can elaborate a little bit on like the lore and like the stories you can share there with the audience?
Yeah. I mean, okay. So my favorite trait, it's no secret, and it's something that I've been collecting myself. It's actually a mouth trait called Clean Smile.
Is it this one?
No, this one's the Proud Smile. You won't find a clean smile near the floor. That.
Ooh.
So it's I don't know. It's just oh yeah, there. I love looking at that trait. I think like the mouth is central to the entire image, and I love the smile. And I've actually I started like a bit of a trend maybe a couple years ago, when Sol was still, down near between the $8 to like the $60-$70. I set out to collect a clean smile in every fur trait. And so I think we have 19 fur traits. And so I set out to create a collection that has one from each. And some of them were easier, like, the more plain furs. But I soon realized that, we have, if you want to go into the furs, because those are like really everyone's kind of favorite furs. But for example, if you look at one of the more rare ones, the blueprint, there's only 3 clean smile bears that have the blueprint fur. You want to scroll a little bit up, you'll find it. There you go, right at the top. So there's only 3 of those that have the clean smile trait. And so when I needed to grab one of them, it was very hard to negotiate with the people who held them. Also the coral bears, which are our most expensive bears. Coral bears have the ultimate lore when it comes to OKBears. I think there's only like 52 of them in the collection, and at the time, no, robots are 52. I think corals are a little bit more than that.
71.
Those, some of the coral bears in the early days were sold for $100,000, $120,000. I know Tobias Harris, one of the NBA players, he's got one. They were really like the most highly sought after furs in the collection in the early days. FaZe Banks got one, and then a bunch of others. And so the coral bear with a clean smile, I think there's like 4 of those, and or maybe a little bit more. It was so hard to get. I think I spent like 400 or 500 SOL trying to get one of those. And ultimately, I think the entire collection ended up costing me something like, I don't know, in the thousands of SOL. Now, if I think about it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so down bad like the rest of the community. But yeah, I kind of like locked in. I'm like, I want one in each. And what I started noticing is the community started mimicking that behavior. Yes, so that's a clean smile coral, for example. um they started mimicking that behavior, so we have a lot of people that have collect certain traits. I know there's someone that collects bucket hats that has 20 of them. There's others that love 4 trait bears, which are like naked bears with no attributes, and those used to fetch really large amounts. So I guess there's multiple ways that you can collect NFTs. It's not just special to OK Bears, but it's really cool to see that in our community you have this like organic, hey, I'm gonna build a collection, and certain people have certain preferences. The last trait that I'll talk about is glowing eyes. Glowing eyes is big in many collections, but for OK Bears as well, it was really highly sought after. We had golden glowing eyes and white glowing eyes. This is the white one. And during the ordinals hype, we ended up migrating the golden glow eye bears to Bitcoin, and then changing the golden glow to orange glow and changing the background as well. And at the time, there were some golden glow bears that were selling for like 800 soul or 1,000 soul. It was madness. It was crazy times. But they still remain highly collectible, those Bitcoin ones, because they're inscribed on block 9 sats, which is the first block to ever be mined. And so they were kind of really hard to secure as well. So they're collectibles not just because they have a rare trait or they're on a different chain, but also because they're inscribed on the rarest sats. So that's like a beautiful OK Bear collectible lore for you.
What are some of your favorite memories dude, just like listening to you, right? Like whether it's like spending a whole bunch curating this kind of collection, seeing like what your community is like gravitating towards, like what are some of your favorite memories like within like the bull market of NFTs, if you will, regarding your collection?
Favorite memories. Okay. I think early days were really, really crazy, man. I don't think I've experienced anything like it, especially in the first 2 weeks. Every time you would refresh a marketplace, the floor price would have gone up another 10%, another 15%. It was crazy. You had people buying bears, posting about bears, fudding bears, but it was all bears. And that period, I think it lasted maybe a couple of months, and it was really such an exciting, euphoric time. You had many people that minted and that sold. They would come into the Discord and say, hey, I'm going to sell my bear. I want to say goodbye to the community, but this money is going to change my life. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to pay my debt. I'm going to build a house. I'm going to go get married. It was amazing to see. Now, of course, on the other side of, on the other side of someone changing their life, you have someone buying the top. And, I'm totally aware of that. But, we've all bought tops and we've all been on the roller coaster. So at the moment, I choose to remember the people that changed their lives through OK Bears to the better. And hopefully the ones that are, holding the bag at the moment get the chance to do that as well. But yeah, that would be my best moment. It's like seeing people pop into Discord saying, oh my God, I've never seen this much money in my life. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to do. And we would encourage at the time. We'd be like, yes, don't feel guilty. Just go. Like, this is an opportunity. Yeah. It's a no-brainer. And, some people get upset. They're like, why are you telling people to sell? I'm like, because this thing can change someone's life. There's someone that minted an OK Bear in the US, and $10,000 or $20,000 isn't a lot of money for them. And there's someone that minted an OK Bear in like, true story, so this is like a real example, in Nigeria, for example. And now they can sell a rare bear for 50K and pay a family debt that's been standing over their head for 50 years. Of course we're going to tell them to sell. Like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
And so I think that that's like to have been able to create an NFT collection that has changed lives so profoundly, is definitely the highlight of it for me. And we got our fair share of hard times as well. Like, everything that comes up must come down, and
True.
we like I was looking the other day, and I think Bored Apes are down 98%. And so I spent a long time regretting a lot of decisions that we made. I spent a long time
Sure.
thinking, what if we had done this? What if we had said that? What if But at the end of the day, if I step back and I'm like, this is a whole market thing. There's just, as you're saying, our mothers are giving away our Pokemon cards to the neighbors. There's nothing that I could have done personally to stop it. It's a
No.
whole market downturn. And so now I choose to focus on the positives rather than the negatives. And as you said, hope that the season 2 comes.
Yeah, I mean, and it you know what, like, whenever you're experiencing like those big market swings, right? Like you're going through like the capitulation phase and like the anger phase. I mean, like look at Frank Degots, right? And like I'm not saying that the guy did everything well, like obviously not. But if you're looking at Armani right now, he very much got like a Frank Degots-esque treatment by like the community. Like it's everything is just like moving in cycles, and like I truly believe that, well, a new fresh cycle might be upon us, and if not, that would mean that this asset is dying. But you know what? Like we have each other, right? Like we have like a bunch of collectors, people on the spectrum having a good time collecting this, enjoying stuff, like going to the discords, curating their collection, building something new. Um, at the very least, like there's a market for it right here, right now, and we'll see like how that would turn out to be in the future, I reckon.
It's you know, you mentioned something amazing. Um, and with DeGods, for example, yes, they've had the highs and lows, but the community's insane. Like the fact that DeGods continue to hold the floor that they hold, people still vibing, people still is a massive testament to like the great work that was done, regardless of what happened afterwards.
Oh
Friendships
yeah.
were made, culture was created, and you can't put a price on that. And these
No.
like culture doesn't die, which is such an incredible thing to see. So yeah, I agree.
So you know what, like I'm gonna quote like a notorious DGOT holder, and like he like this quote is about DGOTs, but it's basically on like all the NFTs, right? What NFTs bring to you is that you can basically go anywhere in the world to pretty much any city in the world, and you can have like a steak dinner with one of your friends you met through like any of those communities. And I think like that's what NFTs are really about at the end of the day. These connections you build up, which are just special, right? Like whether it's OK Bears focusing on being net positive in the world, whether it's DGOTs being counterculture, whether it's MATLADs trying to build something new. And like, let's not forget like all these new projects who are working really hard right now, right? Who are on the come up. It's something special, and I think it's something very, very, very hard to recreate in any other industry. First off, like, good luck getting in touch with so many people trading Pokemon cards. I think that's very hard.
Yeah, I agree. It's I've always personally gravitated towards online communities. I found uh very I found company online at a very, very early age. And so Um, yeah, I remember the days of MIRC and MSN Messenger and very early days of Facebook and I've made online friends since that time that I'm still connected with today. You know, I've got kids, they got kids, and it's crazy. And so
Mm.
like again, like um these relationships are real. And I've always spent time hanging out with the community. In early days, I had my co-founders always complaining, you know, you you're too present on Discord, you're too accessible, you're too this, and I'm like, bro, I enjoy it. Like it's I like the human aspect of it. I like hanging out with people online, talking about things that aren't just NFTs, you know, like talking about sports or talking about politics or talking about whatever, or like life struggles or whatever it is. So there's something magical about online communities, and yeah, as you said, these things are hard to find, but once you find them, they're hard to leave.
But like Kai's like even better, right? Like to your point, I fully agree. But like with NFTs, it's the art which connects us all, which makes it like so easy to bond, right? And I think like you guys are on an amazing path to where it's not only art, you have like this kind of mission to well do well in the world to make a change. And online, it's just the most efficient way of getting there. I mean, like you guys have it in the name for crying out loud, right? We're all going to be okay. And I think like you could not have scripted. I mean, like Vince McMahon could not have scripted it better himself, right? And I think like it's man, like I'm just like it gets me fired up to see like one of like I mean like one of the OG projects trying hard, doing something different, being like, hey, like this can either fail, this can either succeed. We'll see, but we do not know unless we try. And I'm just excited, in whatever way, shape, or form. I want to contribute to this, and I think like this is like one of the ways I can contribute to this, because like this is what I love to highlight within the space. I don't think we're dead. I think we're struggling, but that doesn't mean that this space is coming to an end. I think like it's the new beginning of things, right? I think like you guys will be like very successful in what you'll do, and if not, you'll probably find a way to be flexible and like do something else, whatever. Like that's probably the kind of entrepreneur you'd be.
Yeah, I mean, there's no quitting. You know, we'll keep trying until, as they say, until the wheels fall off. But I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful about the future. Very hopeful for the future of OK Bears, and as you said, trying to pick a meaningful path, a path that's hard to hate. And it's hard to hate because it's good. I think that's like that's the best we can do. And yeah, the rest is in people's hands.
True. I mean, why don't we get to like the giveaway part of things? What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, awesome. Let me just get through the. By the way, like I'll pull up the chat as well for this part. Folks, I want to be all out in the open. I totally messed up earlier today. I deleted the first post. So like this is my last call to you guys. Yet again, make sure you're following OK Bears. You're following the NFT cat _soul, and you're tagging 3 of your friends in. Let me just change screens real quick. 3, 2, 1. Boom. In this message, I will not remind you again. We are about to like handpick someone, right? People who deserve it, people who will not bit dump. You will always be shamed within the stream if you do. We're looking for people at the end of the day who get excited about a certain project. And that's what I want to accomplish with this. I want this to get into like someone's hands who would actually appreciate this. Guys, question to you. I will not put you on the spot to basically just like choose someone. People do not seem to like that. But I will ask you this very like easy question. Would you prefer someone inside or outside your own ecosystem to be able to win it?
It's a very good question. I think I mean there's two answers. I think people inside the ecosystem appreciate what an OK Bear is, and they would love to have more. Um, and I think people outside the ecosystem would yeah, it would give someone a chance to join the community to see it, like we win one more voice. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, dude. But there's definitely value in both. The the tribal or sentimental part of me would say I prefer someone in the community because they know the value. But the logical part of
Sure.
me is saying it's probably better to give it to somebody that isn't part of the community so that we can have one more person that can spread the word. So yeah, there's no right or wrong answer. I'll
Well,
leave
you know
that to
what?
you.
Okay, I mean, you know what? Chat, let me know who has actually like tagged three friends and who's active in the chat. I think like that's a probably like a very good starting point. Like, give us a thumbs up, give us like any kind of sign of life. There's definitely I mean, I see Jim Jammer in the chat.
Jim has all the bears.
I mean, he has been buying a shitload of D-Guts as well lately. He's been on a roll.
Yeah, yeah, Jim is a legend. He's
We see Brains, Comatose, Jill, Mr. 420, Collins. I didn't attack 3 people, but so I can't win. But you should give it to an existing OKB holder. Jimmy has all the bears. Mr. Champ. Okay, you know what? Guys, would you rather have someone with like a big or a smaller portfolio? I think like that's like a fair question.
I don't know. Like someone with a big portfolio might not appreciate having a bear. Someone with a small portfolio might, treasure it a little bit more. But again, there's no right or wrong answer. The people that have huge portfolios have them because they love NFTs, right? And so,
It's true. It's true. I kind of like Jim Gemmer is making it like really really hard on me. I'll tell you this one. Colin has been quite active, and Desky has been quite active as well. Jill as well. Guys, they're outsiders, but I know them. I would be like, if they will bid dump, I will buy it. Like, I'll buy another one myself and give it to someone else.
Up to you, man. Your show.
Colin,
You give it
I'm
to
gonna
someone you
go
think is
for
worthy.
you because you were hacked. I think like that's fair. He's rebuilding his portfolio. He got hacked. I think that's actually, and like he's like a quality. He tunes in quite frequently. Rebuilding his portfolio. I like that. I respect that. And he's like a regular within the space.
Right.
Colin, like I am going
dude.
to congrats, but like I'm definitely gonna check that you actually tagged 3 people though. Ooh, Colin. Yep, you got it. Well, there you go. Congrats, brother. Nice. Okay, awesome. But that's not all, Kais, right? We have like the t-shirt as well.
Yes, we do.
I think
Yes,
it's
we
fair.
do.
Like that should go to like a bear holder,
Yeah, I think so.
right? Um, I saw someone who has been preaching okay bears for like the longest time, actually. Who has actually like given you me your contact information to begin with, and that's Ben. I think like if anyone, Ben should be like an amazing fit for this.
Cool. Let's give it to Ben. Ben is
Awesome.
yeah, he's one of our most long-standing holders. He holds an iconic bear. Yeah.
Nice. If it's good with you, it's good with me, brother.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Ben and Colin. I mean, like, I'm sure, like, are you connected with Ben yourself, guys?
Yes, I am.
Okay, then I'm sure you guys will sort it out. On Colin's Colin's DM me your wallet address, and I'll make sure it gets to you. Also, Colin, if you would bit dump it, you will be shamed forever. Okay, awesome. I mean, guys, I think that's pretty much it. What do you think?
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for people for tuning in, and yeah, keep your eye on the timeline. We're about to post some fun stuff, and yeah, I think for this next phase, we're gonna need your support. We're gonna need you to share our work. We're gonna need you to tell your real world friends about what we're doing, and hopefully we can make the impact that we're trying to make, and be part of this new revival.
Man, like, I'm all here for it. I will do whatever is in my power I can do to contribute. Again, like, I am a huge fan of what you guys are doing, have been doing. I'm a fan of what you guys stand for. I think anyone within Solana NFTs has like a deep kind of respect for OK Bears. I think it's one of like the most fun brands. I think they're way undervalued. I think they look awesome. They're collectible. They're nice. I like the mission. I cannot hate on anything you guys are doing. And that's just me being real. We're all going to be okay. Thank you so much for your time. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. The fact that you woke up so early in order to make this work. If there's anything, as in like another interview, highlights, reposts, whatever kind of collab, I'm all ears. And well, let's just be in touch. Thank you so much for your time, brother.
Thank you, man. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you for having me, and I'll see you on Twitter.
See you on Twitter.
Peace.
Guys, thank you for tuning in. On to the next one. Boom.